Gamers and the Brofist to you all! Welcome to Drama Time on a Friday. We're going to have a quiet day today. Why? It's a national holiday in the fucking UK. It's Easter. Jesus died and all that good shit. Apparently it turned out well, so I'm told. And lots of people are off enjoying days out with their kids, including Ghosty. Ghosty is off work today, but he's out with his kids. I texted him earlier saying, "You going to come back for drama?" He's like, "Nope, it's really hot outside. The sun came out, shorts are on." So he's out doing that. My wife and my kids are out doing that, but I was a trooper, and I stayed in and did Warcraft shit. Why? Next week, Legacy stuff. We're trying to get down to once a month on the Legacy stuff. We've ordered all the props. We listen to you guys. You guys don't look like a Warlock. You don't look like a Rogue. And we thought, actually, in the last Legacy video, the Warlock Legacy, where we got Ghosty the green military thing, we thought that was pretty close to an RL Roguish type look. You guys were like, nope. I want to see Ghosty IRL transmogged. So we spent a lot of money, because that's what the money's there for. That's what the Patreon money stuff does. We spent a lot of money. I gave Ghosty free reign to choose a transmog IRL. If you are a long-time subscriber to this channel, you should be afraid of what that guy came up with. I gave him one caveat: you must look like a rogue. He doesn't look like a rogue. The things he chose were just like cool shit. He was like, yeah, it's kind of roguey, but it's just cool shit. That's what it is. On top of that, last night, me and Ghosty managed to Ghosty snagged some tickets for the midnight launch of Batman vs Superman. What we're going to do is this. We love movies. Me and Andy love movies. So what we're going to do is we're going to record a thing where we talk about the movie, full spoilers, the whole thing. And we'll do that. We're going to try and hit a movie every week. One is a friendship bond, and one it's content for everyone asks our reviews on movies. And we'll upload that. So what we'll do is we'll release the audio, and then we'll probably stick it up on a different channel, so like Preach Movies or something. Nothing that we're intending to make into a big show, just, you know, shit you guys can listen to about movies, especially in a spoilerific environment that isn't my main channel, where people get angry about that stuff. Well, they'll still get angry over there, I've no doubt. But that will be coming out pretty soon, which should be awesome. So all that good shit is to look forward to. Also, you'll notice down below in the announcements, a few things. One, we started playing Bloodborne on the stream. The Gamer Dad's YouTube channel is doing okay, and that's where all that stuff is. So if you missed us playing Bloodborne, me playing Bloodborne for my very, very first time, that'll be up there starting this weekend. And also, during the summer, I tweeted this out, but if you're watching only on YouTube and you don't follow all the extra social media shit, during the summer, or close to the summer, we'll be inviting anybody and everybody who wants to come to Manchester in the UK for one day, and we'll be shooting a Legacy video with as many people as possible being a part of that. Like, we're doing a production. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we're going to do a production where we want heads. We want, you know, people to be there and have fun, and we'll do a meet and greet, and we'll probably spend most of the day with you guys. We're actually hoping, not confirmed, we're hoping that it'll be like daytime production. Okay, so we'll do production during the day where we'll get everybody down, we'll have a load of fun, we'll just fucking goof around, and we'll shoot some Legacy stuff. You've seen the kind of stuff we put in the Legacy videos, be all that kind of stuff. Then at night, we're hoping to get a place where we'll do like a live web show with those guys. Okay? Now, I'm not saying there might be a ticket price. We might have to like rent the room out and stuff. There may be. I'm still working on it. Well, Emma's working on it. My wife's working on it. Trying to sort that out. We'll get a cheap place where we can fit as many people in as possible. And we'll do like a live show where we can have a beer, chill out, and spend the night with you guys and make a big event out of it. That's what we're hoping to do. That's the plan. So you'll hear about that closer to summer, okay? Closer to summer. That should be what's going down. So it's going to be a big day. Not play... Well, I don't know. I'm hoping to play games and stuff with you guys. We can get it set up in the place and do all that. But generally, I just want to have a beer with some guys and have some fun. So that's the general idea of stuff that's going on. That's not why you're here right now, though. Oh, I should say... it's also down below. Legacy production starts tomorrow, right? So it might be a bit quiet on the YouTube channel because of that. Okay, because of that, I'll be doing Legacy stuff. I'll just be buried, swamped in my cave, doing my editing stuff and trying to do special effects that are somewhere on the lines of decent-ish, something like that. So that's what's going on next week. So just bear that in mind. So you might not get as many like 1 hour long videos, which are a fucking nightmare to make, right? So that's where we are. But that's not why you're here today. It's Drama Time. What is Drama Time? Considering how many people from around the world now who are big names watch Drama Time. I'm amazed by some of the tweets and stuff I receive from... We had Sportscast, an esports caster yesterday. We had some 2 mega YouTubers in the last week or so who are like, I just found Drama Time with this guy and it's awesome. Hello. So, what is it? Online, people are crazy bastards because anonymity and shit, right? And we run into them all the time. But also, as much fun as we have here, it's a kind of like you should be aware this shit goes on. And hopefully we can dispel some misconceptions about the real world behind raiding. I see a lot of crazy shit about raiding. Every raid leader is a nightmare. They, like, smash you in the face with a hammer every single time you make any form of mistake. That's every raid leader. They are pure military, Rignaros, rage machines, non-stop, all day. No, not in the least. Not in the least. Which is real funny to me. It's real fucking funny to me. So, let's get on with it. So, we're going to start with a reasonably shortish story. I have a really big story I want to get through, but because it's just amazing. And I've got a self-indulgence, sorry, but it's like a big nostalgia fest for me as well. So, we're going to do a scam on a private server. Scam on a private server. How? I don't even know. I don't even know. Private server scamming. Yeah. I want to ask this question. How many of you, because Warlords of Draenor is kind of... How many of you have gone and checked private servers? Because I'm getting a lot of emails from guys who are like, you know what? I'm playing a private server now. Yeah? I'm playing a private server. I'd be really interested to know that. So I'm going to pick some names. Here we got Petwee. And let's make sure I type this right so I don't goof everybody up. Nelf Priest. Yeah. Nelf Priest. And we'll go with Munden. Lots of you? I am, yeah. You all, a lot of you doing that? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. That's okay. Ooh. Oh, it's so close. I can fix this. Yeah, nailed it. All right. All right. Yeah, look at that. Made a prep server, tried it with one friend. Yeah, but he's still looking for group or whatever. All right, let's scam some people then. Let's have a scammer. Chapter 1 then is The Catfish. Going for it. The story begins in a little private server called Chronos. Chronos. With the lack of content in Warlords of Draenor, at the moment, myself and a few of my buddies decided to start playing on Chronos until Legion comes out. Chronos is a server offering a Blizz-like experience. However, for a short month, they held an event. 7 times experience for new players. This is what I find interesting. They know they're starting to get loads of players because of what? So they're giving... The private servers are running events to encourage people to get that. That is insane to me. That is insane to me that those guys are doing that. They're like, yeah, we can... Can they even make money off the private servers? I don't know how it works. Okay, so they offered a 7 times experience event to allow new players to catch up and join in the war effort for AQ40. That's a pretty good idea. Pretty good idea. As you can imagine, with a 7 times experience rate and the minuscule amount of gold earned in vanilla, unless you have a main, it is really hard to afford basic rotation spells. They held an event where you get 7 times experience... but didn't boost the gold, so you couldn't afford any spells. Vanilla hype, where you had to buy your fucking spells, like an RPG. Oh, shit! But yeah, you had to do that, right? That's really funny. So, starting fresh on this realm, thirsty for gold, I had 2 options. Sell vendor trash and level a gathering progression. Or beg like a scrub. These are my 2 choices. Beg like a scrub. I, of course... went with option 2. Instead of begging like everybody on the server was begging because of the 7 times XP event, right? I had to be unique. I had to turn up the fucking dial. I decided I should get a little charming with it, thinking that if I made someone have a little bit of a giggle, yeah? Jokes, mate. Social experiment, yeah? You with me? Good. Sam Pepper, mate. Thinking that if I made someone have a giggle, they'd be more likely to help me out. Good plan. So I went into the world chat. Single mother needs 1 gold to send son to Stormwind University. Bit of an RP giggle, yeah? Need 1 gold, son to university. RP giggle. I immediately received a whisper from someone named Petwee. We'll trade you gold for nudes, single mommy. Yeah? Went straight for the nudes, did we, Petwee? That's what we did. We went straight for the nudes. The gears inside my head, though, began to turn. How can I convince this pervert that I am, in fact, a GRIL? I said, deal. And started making my way towards that Goldshire. where, of course, it was about to go fucking down. He then said, nudes, mate. Nudes. Cough. Cough up. I told him, we're talking about 1 gold. I told him that, no. Back up, son. I work on a half now, half on delivery system, yeah? Yeah? Half now, half on delivery of a gold. 50 silver up front. I was thinking in my head that the worst case scenario is that I was guaranteed 50 silver. Yeah? Cash. Yeah? No tax. Tax-free. 50 big ones. So obviously I just took it to the Google and started looking for a convincing picture of a naked chick to send him. That also looked kind of amateurish. Yeah? I'm not looking for any sort of random nude here. It's gonna look like some Snapchat pic. Yeah? I don't want it to look too realistic or it'll give it away. But he wasn't going to fall for it. Our man Petwee is not a newbie pervert. Yeah, he knows his shit. Petwee then says to me, though, I need some proof in the picture. Write your name on a piece of paper with my character on it and then include it in the picture. Yeah? Not fucking stupid. I'm not jerking off to random pictures on the internet here. I'm after that personal experience, yeah? I'm a guy who reads a porn mag and likes to read the article. I want to know what you're into. I want to know your dreams. I knew that I couldn't do that, obviously. I was a man. So I said I would do something even better. I'll take a pic of myself in front of my laptop. You'll be able to see both our characters in my screening. Is that cool? He said, yeah, that's awesome. Alright. So I then went back to the Google and started looking for naked girls with a laptop in the background. 2 pages of results later, I had my pic. Boom. I took a screenshot of the game, loaded the photo, and then went to the Photoshop. Slapped over my screening over that laptop, fucked about with it for about 2 minutes. Didn't look the best, but I didn't care. I was going to get 50 silver before he even saw the picture, so it was a good deal. The trade window opened. The silver was traded, and I hit my Control-V keys and sat back in my chair like a villain from a Bond movie after pressing launch that nuke. To my surprise, Petwee sent me a whisper. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! And gave me the rest of the silver. I went to the mailbox, sent that 1G to an alt, logged out in front of him, and deleted that character. I didn't want to be known as some fucking weirdo. But chapter 2 then, the scam. I had my goal, but it wasn't enough. I needed more. The system works. So I created another character and did the same thing. I spammed that trade chat. Nobody whispered me. No one would want you to see my titties. So I changed it up. Switched up the game. I'll trade gold on here for gold on Nostralius. Nostralius is the more popular and overcrowded private server. The private servers are now so full, they're overcrowded. That was also offering a Blizz-like experience. A Nelf priest going by the name of Munden whispered me saying, I'll trade you 10 Gs here for 10 Gs on the PvE realm of Nostralius. Is that a deal? That a deal? I said, of course, send me a whisper when the mail is sent. And I'll change my realm list real quick, log in, send you some big gold. Smiley face. Someone's got to go first. 30 seconds pass. She sends me the whisper. I sent you the mail. After waiting a little bit for the mail to actually come through, I go to the mailbox, proud to just take my gold. I see 10 gold shiny pieces with my name on them. I said to myself, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. As I right-clicked over them. And just like I did before, sent my gold to an alt, logged the fuck out, deleted the character, get wrecked. The finale, though, of course, was, it's just a prank, bro. I still play on Chronos, 11G richer on my level 45 mage, 11 big ones to my name. Do not trust strangers on the internet, guys, especially if they are Greek. Now, that's his words, yeah? Don't trust Greek gamers. Greek gamers are now notorious on the private servers for ripping you off. Get fucking knowledgeable. Preach gaming. Advice. Straight from the horse's mouth. Greek raiders, the Greeks, will rip you off and laugh at our mates over your little heroes. Are they called heroes or gyros? Well, they're stuffing their gyros with their 11 golds in their pockets. Oh, hey, yeah. Thank you for reading my little story. I love your content. I'll binge watch all the drama stories. Thank you for educating us about the Greeks. Yeah? We needed to know about the Greeks. Right then. Let's go with a good pounding. Now we've got our whistle and what's to come up. Let's go with a good pounding. Pertwee, you filthy bastard. 1G for tits. That's a good deal. If porn wasn't free, that'd be a solid deal. Right. Greek life. Greek life. Taking all your shit. And all the Greeks in the chat are like, yeah, we're scammers. We're total scammers. You guys are funny. All right. Right. Okay. I'm going to do it this way. Oh, I need a girl. Ooh. I like this name. I can't do the accent, though. I believe you're Team Russia. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Right, so those 3 names. All right. Here we go. Here we go. A good pounding. Hola, Preacher. A big brofist to you and your fans from Team Britain. I've been a big fan of the channel for a while now and enjoying Drama Times and attend as many streams as I can squeeze around my 9 to 5 rotation. In my drama story, I'll have several names for you. They are listed above, of course. I apologise for my terrible formatting. I've never been very good at writing stories. It's okay. Neither is Zack Snyder. Oh, joking. I started playing WoW at the age of 12 or 13. Regulation. Yeah? Regulation. After I watched my childhood best friend run past a boat stuck in a cave system, dealing damage to various thugs and parrots. Where was his friend? Where was his friend? He ran through a cave system where he then thought thugs and parrots. Yeah? Where? You should know it. If you're a seasoned WoW player, you should... Dead Mines? No. 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 It's an outdoor zone. I had no knowledge of WoW and didn't know what it was. But I thought, fuck, that looks cool. I needed it. My mum doesn't have internet. And worse than that, I found out, and this is the real sadness. Yeah, Tanaris. It's the cave on the... I don't even know if the cave's still there. It used to be there. It's Tanaris. You go through the cave and then you come into the pirate area. Okay, but anyway. Anyway. The real sadness is not that his mother doesn't have interwebs. Yeah? Mummy doesn't have interwebs. I found out that WoW isn't available on the PlayStation 2. God damn it. Can you imagine, though? For real. Ultimately, it seemed I had to get it at my dad's house. My dad saw me part-time. Part-time. So I'd be forced to play WoW on the shared computer after my older sister was finished on the good book. But there's the rub. Older sisters are never finished on the good book. It just keeps going and going. Nevertheless, I begged, Daddy, get me some WoW. And I got the base game at Christmas and the expansions on my birthday, late January. Oh, well played, son. Well played. When I started playing, it was back in The Burning Crusade, Early Wrath, and I was mainly playing a Draenei Shaman. I didn't know how Shaman worked, but I thought it was fucking awesome. I could walk on water like Jesus himself. Sold. Shaman. Legitimately, that's something someone tried to use on me to play WoW. You can play Shaman, you can walk on water like Jesus. It's incredible. Wow. I was electrocuting people and animals. Alright. Whilst running around. Oh, hey. Never forget when Ellie Shamans could cast Lightning Bolt on the move. Never forget. While other classes had to stand still to cast, it made me feel like the most powerful character in the game. When it came to me eventually finding the legendary Deadmines that I had seen my friend play that one time. Still, good guesses though. You guys nailed it so fast. You annoy me when you get it right first time. Suckers. When I got to the Deadmines that I had seen my friend play through that one time, I thought it was great. but I had no idea about roles, rotation. I was always being told that I should be healing. I had no clue what to do, so I just laid totems and pressed chain heal. Dude, heroic as fuck. Nailed it. That's the shaman. There is nothing else. Not at this period of time. You're 100%. Passed the test. Mythic rating. Heroic rating. Fucking ICC heroic. Piece of piss, mate. Yeah? All you do, totem down, chain heal. Easy mode. I think I did okay running the Dead Mines. And eventually I went on to do the 4 Wings of Scarlet Monastery. Running out of mana and just being a general noob. Overqualified. This dude's overqualified. You see him drop that mana tide? Shit's gonna be good. I ended up having my sub cancelled. Team, this is gonna make you cry legitimately. It makes me so sad. I'm not even taking the piss. This makes me really sad. This choice is fucking heartbreaking. I ended up having my sub cancelled not long after the launch of Wrath of the Lich King. Because my dad couldn't afford both World of Warcraft and Xbox Live. Fucker. Wow. What a choice to present to a 13-year-old. Motherfucker. I chose to stick with my brand new Xbox 360. Yeah. So off I went. Codding it up. No. Haloing it up. I ended up coming back during the mists of Pandaria. I had grown up, gotten a job, working 8-hour days in a warehouse. 2 of my buddies were replaying the game as well. So, I had a mission, level 90, and joined them in the fight against the enemies of Azeroth. One of my friends, Calrathian, had chosen to roll a Pro Arms warrior. No fury for that motherfucker, yeah? I'm Pro Arms, mate. Whilst my other friend had rolled a hunter. So I had the intention of re-rolling my Draenei Shaman and accepting the fact that I'd be a healer. Oh, so the 3 of us could be in dungeons together. Don't do it! That ruined my entire vanilla experience. That's the only reason I was a priest. I was unaware that dwarves could be shaman. And I was unsure if the expansion pack's payment had gone through, so I thought I couldn't be a Draenei or a shaman. So after some thoughts on the healer classes, I settled for a Night Elf priest. Ah. That does explain Xbox Live. Harnessing the power of Elune to smite the Eel of Azeroth and get complained at when people didn't move out of shit. I couldn't heal you through instant damage, I would say. The leveling process was quite interesting, with everything having changed from what I remembered. Going through the zones, meeting some pretty odd and interesting people along the way. But they weren't involved in this story. Triggered. Triggered. Finally, the time came when I hit level 85 and I was to enter the Oriental wonder that was Pandaria. I thought it was a pretty good expansion. Plenty of story stuff to do. Yes, even the dailies. But then the time came that I hit that 90 and it was time to raid. I'd run several old raids with Calrathian and even thought it was the 2 of us in a raid that we would have leveled. I found it so good. So good. So much gear, so much purples, much transmog. After a few of the LFRs and finding them a little bit samey, and slowly learning how to play both Holy and Dis, it was time to make a step up. I was going to try out Flex Raiding. Flex Raiding. After spending several minutes working out how the pre-made section of Raid Finder worked. I entered my first pug. Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be awesome. Yeah, LFR experience with the wazoo. Pug time, yeah? I had instantly seen that this was a lot different to LFR. People were chatting. Plans were being set. Tactics were being explained and the bosses were going down with next to no problems. I even thought I was being carried. It was so much easier than LFR. My first problem arose when we finally reached the Twin Shaman. It was our first wipe. And now the pug will fall apart. Success! It's not occurring. It's time to rage. I died. I have a repair bill. Caps lock engaged. Let us begin. After 2 to 3 wipes, people started to discuss something I'd never seen before called the healing charts. I assume this was something in-game. They were starting to mention my name and actually got quite rude because I apparently was healing less than a DK tank. I'm sorry for this line. Putting a fight to this absurdity, I answered with, well, maybe the DK tank should stop healing then. Yeah? Owned. School bus. You. Yeah? Fuck off. Yeah? Not my fault that DK is fucking healing himself all the time. If he packs that in, you'll see my healing go up. Dickheads. You're not even fucking thinking about it. Stupid, mate. Stupid, all of you. Obviously, that didn't go down too well. And I was kicked from the puck. And here's the real sadness and the truth of World of Warcraft. That's his first puck. From that point on, I made the decision to just do dungeons and Timeless Isle. Now, that's the fucking truth. There's the reality right there. I had one bad experience, which wasn't even that bad. And that's it. I'm never going to do that again. Do you see what Blizzard has to deal with? Blizzard has to deal with that. The Timeless Isle for gear until I could finally figure out how to play my class and beat tanks in healing. I will beat those tanks in healing. I will do it. Goal set. Luckily, it went well, and I was able to kill Garrosh Flex for the 100% heirloom drop that was available in the last few weeks of MoP. Did it. Finally, it happened. WOD dropped. Excitement. Pubes bustling. This was the first launch event I could witness. I hurriedly rushed home from work and logged onto WoW, all excited at seeing the new locations, new bosses, a new story. But then I got hit with a 30-minute queue. I fell asleep during the lag, killing birds in Shadowmoon Valley before I even got the garrison. Let us never forgive or forget Blizzard for the Warlords of Draenor launch. Let us never forget. When someone like me, whose job it is, literally my job to cover this stuff, fucked it off and went to watch Interstellar. Fuck this game right now. I'm out. I'm fucking out, Blizz. I'm out. Done. Dunzo. Gone. Gonna watch a movie. Bye. When I hit 100 and was decently geared, I had watched a few of your videos, well played, on tips and tricks of playing priests and raiding. Hellfire Citadel had just launched. You hit 100 and Hellfire Citadel came out? I had decided that if I wanted to do this, I would have to join a guild. Tough stuff. The guild I was in at the time was Social. And only ever did one raid, ever. Which gave me a taste for raiding, but it never truly quenched my thirst for raiding. I had spoken to the guild's leaders about the possibility of raiding more than that once. They told me, join a raiding guild, and wished me all the best, then kicked me from the guild. Hey, you think we could raid more often? This is a friendly social guild, my friend. You are in the wrong place. A goodbye. Yeah? We know your type. Stirring up shit. Trying to organise events. Trying to group with other people of the guild. You can fuck that off. Yeah? Fuck it off. Out. Trouble causer. Do one. Do one. I left. And I left the guild. I went to search for a new raiding guild. Whilst levelling a paladin in the Bloodmist Isle, I was spammed with an invite to a guild over and over again. And after reading their opening whisper, so bad, I replied to the guy, Curtis. Minutes went by. This guy had been spamming me, but minutes went by before Curtis responded. But he did. I started asking questions as to whether they raided up-to-date content. Do you need a priest? Everything I asked Curtis was a yes. Best guild. Found. Yeah? Found it. So I hurriedly logged onto my priest, told him my priest's name, eagerly sent him a message, and then waited. Waited minutes. Double checked I'd sent it to the right guy. It wasn't Curtis. And then the invite appeared on my screen. I was in a new guild. So good. After I joined, I was greeted in the usual fashion. I had seen that this guild was hugely busy. Messages were flying by. There was over 100 members there. The message of the day said about events being posted in the calendar. How good's this? I looked, and right enough, that calendar had events on it. There was 2 Hellfire Citadel normal raids and an achievement run. I signed on to join an achievement run for the Throne of Thunder. I thought that would be a good place to start. I could establish a rapport with people I would be raiding with. I could shoot the shit, down previous content bosses, get some transmog. So Monday had arrived. My invite was sent, and I joined a group with 6 people. All being led by a woman from Team Sui called Ravik. The atmosphere was rip. The chatting was non-existent. And most people just typed in chat rather than being on TeamSpeak. Strange. I thought nothing of it. I just enjoyed my time getting achievements. Unfortunately, we couldn't beat the Dark Animus. People were just doing too much AoE damage. Our group couldn't work out why we were being overwhelmed, but then suddenly the raid was called by a random Draenei DK rather than Ravik, which confused the shit out of me. But I went with it anyway, said my polite goodbyes, and went on my way. When it came to actually raiding, I expected a small number of people, like on the Monday. But instead, I got joined into a group of 15 people. All very different types of people, including a girl from Romania, another one from Sweden, a GM, and 2 officers. All people who are very high up in the guild. After the first 2 bosses of Hellfire Citadel, I was able to establish that the Death Knight, we don't even have his name, you haven't included it, so it's going to be Gerom. I'll go with Gerom. The Death Knight from the TOT raid, Gerom, on Monday, was in fact the leader of the guild. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. It's Curtis. Curtis was the Death Knight from earlier. He wasn't like you'd expect from a GM raid leader at all. He wasn't dominant. He didn't enforce order. He was having fun as much as everyone else. And I don't have anything against it. I just thought it was odd that a raid leader would be having fun during a raid. Really? Fucking hell, you guys. Whoa, this guy's enjoying himself in a game? Nuts. Crazy. But then we got to Cormac. There was a running joke that I just didn't understand to begin with. When Cromrock used the ability Pound, the girl, Ravik, would start to giggle. Pound. She would giggle uncontrollably, while the other members would laugh at her laughing. It was later revealed that Ravik had a very dirty mind. And once, guys, listen. This one time, Ravik had died to Cromrock's Pound. And the joke was that Cromrock got pounded by... Never gets old. The rest of the raid went pretty straightforward until we got to Kilrog Deadeye. Pounded. Every time. The other raid members didn't seem to prioritise the mobs or ads. And no one knew what the fuck the visions were all about. What the fuck is going on? Where's the boss gone? What is this? I don't know. So we just wiped and wiped and wiped. Until Curtis said, fuck it. Called it for the night. Fucking called it. Not doing it. Kill the ads. No! The trick here, lads, is to kill the boss faster. And then the ads aren't a problem. Kilrog Deadeye. Technique. Yeah? You can overcome with force. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I didn't chit-chat around long on TeamSpeak after the raid had finished. I jumped back on my friend's TeamSpeak and had a chat with the old buddy, Carl Rathian. about his new raiding guild and how everyone in it was a little weird. Like many of my other stories, I say to him, and I exaggerated and invited him to join so that he could witness the weirdness in my guild. Yeah? All for himself. After experiencing several raids with this, there were several things that really started to get on my fucking tits about my guild. Started to realise maybe they're not the best I'd ever seen. The first is that maybe this is the worst. This is the biggest thing that'll make me leave a guild ever. If this ever happens to me again. The first was that before we pulled any boss, we would clear the trash, and then there was a tendency to stand around, on average, for about 10 minutes. We wouldn't discuss tactics. We wouldn't do anything. We just seemed to clear the trash, and then stand in front of the boss. People would play with toys and start talking about their day. Fuck off. Fuck off. G quit. I'm done. No. What are you doing? Why? Why? We're at the boss. Kill boss. Go. Next boss. Motherfuckers. The second thing that started to get on my fucking tits, which was more prominent on the Kilrog fight, was that people in the raid didn't really understand about ads and stuff. They had tunnel vision. Ads were invisible to most of them and were never dealt with until the tank started shouting and started complaining. But the recruitment message did say, spoilers, if you hadn't worked it out already, spoilers, that it was a social raiding guild. And people had to be reminded that it's okay that not everyone knows the tactics. This is what you signed up for, friend. This is what you signed up for. This is a regulation social raiding guild, right? Stop shouting at people for not knowing what to do and or explaining what to do, because we're social. No drama. It's in the guild message of the day. No drama allowed, all right? Sorted. That always works, by the way. If you're ever worried about a drama-riddled guild, just put in the message somewhere, no drama allowed. Fixed. Sorted. So during my time in the guild, we progressed quite well. I started out-healing the healing officer, who was only an officer because she was the GM's mother. Bombshell. Mum's an officer. Gotta end well. And all the other healers hadn't actually made it into the core raiding team. Yeah, not in the core synergy. I had watched your videos on playing Disc Priest. I read guides so I could maximize my usefulness within the guild and as a healer. Pretty soon, I think I was one of the most important members of the raid team in the social raiding, core raiding team squad. Yeah, I'm the big cheese now. I was fucking, dude, shields for days. Yeah, I fucking keybound. Wait for it. Bombshell. Clarity of will. Owning you, mommy. Yeah? Get fucked, mom. Yeah? You saggy-titted bitch. Clarity of will. For days, yeah? For days. All day. Ain't nobody stopping me. Get boned. I was getting along with everyone. Shouting out orders to the other healers and range deeps. And not having a bad word said about me. The raid team had formed nicely, having just about filled every spot for our 15-man team. Yeah? The start of the downfall, though, as expected, was when I got caught. Busted. I got caught playing with Calrathian. Our raids ran on a Tuesday, a Thursday, and either a Friday or a Sunday. So Saturday was free time. Calrathian and I decided to resurrect the way we were back in Mr. Pandaria. Both of us kicking ass as a team. Calrathian set up a pug one Sunday when I was recovering from a Saturday night on the town. He had managed to get to Don Archimundi during the day. I logged on late that night. He told me about his feat and how he had not wiped as often as he thought and not lost many of the players that had joined his little pug. After several attempts, we killed Don Archimundi normal. I got my achievement. And a cloth piece that is clearly made of metal. Now, I don't know what that is because I'm not regulation on my new transbox. But apparently, Archimundi drops a cloth piece that looks like it's made of metal. I checked the guild roster for who was on that would be impressed at me achieving this title. I noticed that only a handful were online, and one of the officers were logged in via the app. After a couple of minutes had passed, I was doing my garrison things when I received a message from Curtis's boyfriend saying that Curtis wasn't very happy at all. He was not happy that I had killed Don Archimonde in a pug instead of waiting to achieve it with guildmates. He felt that I had betrayed the guild. Okay. After fighting my point that our raiding was like finished and we weren't going to get it on Tuesday anyway, so what was the problem? The Tuesday raid was pretty awkward with old Curtis, telling everyone that I had hurt him and hurt the other members because I was pugging and not saving myself for our raids, and being upset about how he felt betrayed by regular raiders. It was annoying as fuck that he started saying it in broad terms instead of specifically at me, although it was obviously about me. It was really petty. I knew he was talking about me, but decided to join in and comment how it was disgusting just to piss him off. You pretended like it wasn't about you. Yeah, it's really annoying when players do that. Yeah, innit? I agree with you, Curtis. That's right, bro. That's right. As far as I know, this didn't work. The raid went well when we ignored Curtis. We got all the upstairs bosses down in HFC with just Manaroth and Don Archimonde left. So we were high spirits. We were ready to go. With morale up, being the death of few new bosses, the next couple of raids went well, reinforcing that we did what we needed to do for each boss, making sure everyone was comfortable and getting down to a rhythm in each situation. Over the Christmas period, though, Curtis brought in two recently kicked Mythic Raiders that he was friends with to help us bring down Manaroth normal. We were struggling with positioning and tactics on Manaroth. When they joined, we did down him after a couple of wipes, and Curtis and his officers decided to stop the raid right there and save Don Archimonde for the 5 or so days between Christmas and New Year as some sort of end of year celebration. Oh, that's cute, Curtis. I'm not fucking raiding between Christmas and New Year. You fucking bellend. No. Just kill it now, dickhead. So then we can have Christmas off, you piece of wank. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. I didn't turn up for the Archimonde kill. Real life got in the way because it's Christmas and New Year. Nerds. Christmas and New Year. But it was advertised all over the place in the guild and more than 20 people signed up. A picture was posted onto the guild's good book so I could see that hopefully we would get somewhere. Enter then 2016. The first raid of the year started about midway through Jan and we were seriously undermanned. After Archie had died normal, the regular raiders had just fucked off. Oh, that's all I wanted to do anyway. See ya. Bye. Got my achievement. Whatever. Bye. People that were involved with the Archimonde kill hadn't signed and were conveniently now busy all the time, leaving us with less players than we'd ever seen, ever. It happened more and more, and over the next few days, we got to the point that we had to start pugging players to fill our raid. Hey, Guild Good Books. You laugh, Wyvern. Guild Good Books are a very big deal these days. I'm fucking for cereal. I'm cereal. I don't think Stark has one, but they probably do. Oh, they do, but that's because of the guild meets and stuff. Start Berlin coming up. It started to happen more and more. Everything slowly started crumbling. HFC in 2016. So I'm sure plenty of the chat is still raiding in some manner. When we were supposed to raid one Friday night, I had a beer in hand. I had logged in and done my pet daily in my garrison. I'm joking. And was waiting for the invites to start. We had a decent sign up for this raid. We did. Things were starting to once again look good, friends. Yeah, we're going to get this rocking. And we will have Don Archimonde normal on farm 2016. We'll make it as a squad. We'll make it. Curtis logged in 10 minutes before the raid, said he couldn't be fucked, and logged out. Cancelled the raid. Raid leader, mate. Yeah? Raid leader. Motherfucker. Take it. Aya. All here. Good. Can't be fucked. Raid's cancelled. Raid Leader 2016. That's how I do business these days. This prompted everyone to instantly start logging out and enjoying their Friday nights. Alright. That's me. That's totally me in a nutshell. Oh, raid's cancelled. Alright. See ya. Bye. Farm raid, was it? Nah. So I rocked over to Darksiders 2, and then I received a message on Battle.net from Ravik, the co-raid leader, asking am I busy, saying that there was a raid and I was invited to, and that we were starting where we left off and going into some heroics. Alright, cool. I immediately logged on, saw a couple of names that I recognised. The group I was in was being led by a couple that had helped us before in raids, and a couple of my guild members, but the raid was populated pretty much by another guild entirely. It all turned out that the couple who were leading it had organised for both of our guilds, given our roster problems, to join together for a raid night to up the numbers. But Curtis hadn't told us about it and just fucked off without letting the couple know that he had cancelled our raid, effectively leaving his raiders raidless till Tuesday. Seeing as now there was a new guild, that there's no pugging at all. I don't care that you can still raid with us and not get loot. Don't give a shit, mate. Don't give a shit. No pugging. You're ruining the experience by making sure that other people might have a better chance at loot, you selfish cunt. Yeah? Stop it. Naughty. After a very good night of raiding, me and Ravik stayed in the other guild's TeamSpeak, chatting to them about how bad our raids have been. Yeah? Let's tell you all about our shit guild. The other guild was saying that they were actually struggling with roster numbers. A marriage made in heaven. And of course, the conversation came up as chat has rightly predicted. What about a merge? Yeah? Let's make some friends. Let's make some friends. The merge was thrown out. Ravik made the decision for Curtis. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. While asking my opinion, and I said, it makes a good idea. We're missing out on some people. They're missing out on some people. Guild merge means one guild not missing out on people. This is the best solution ever. Yeah? It's gonna be good. Guild merger. It's great success inc. Over the next few days, Ravik was planning the whole thing. She put in a lot of effort, that girl. She would chat to them on their TeamSpeak, make plans, getting to know them, while Curtis and the other officers were as inactive in the game and guild as they usually were. One day, whilst I need to oil my chair big time. One day, whilst grinding my garrison missions, I received a message from Curtis's boyfriend. He was giving me information about the merge and wanted my opinion on the matter. From what I could guess, other people were all being asked their opinions. But from what I could assume, most of the main raiders, they said they were all for the idea of the guild merge. After a couple of days, Curtis lost his shit. He said he had had enough of finding all this information out. Got fucking annoyed at Ravik for going behind his back. And arguments were happening with both in and out of game and on the good book. Me and Ravik had become quite close at this point and spoke often as she told me all that was being said from her, Curtis and the GMs of the new guild. Ravik was pretty much forced out of the guild with all the arguments that went on, but I acted as an informant. I stayed undercover in the old guild, keeping Ravik an eye on what was going on in G-Chat, as I thought the whole thing was very immature. The guild merger sounded like a good idea, and knew that Curtis and his officers were going to start slagging her off as soon as she'd gone. When the merge started, though, it did go ahead. The first raid was on my birthday, and I couldn't attend. Bummer. But I heard both from Ravik and the GMs of the new guild about a couple of things that had happened during the test raid. The test raid of the merger. What I had heard is that our Resto Shaman was actually dog shit. We never checked logs in our raids. This is what happens. He's bad? What, Bill? No, we've had Bill in every raid that went badly, actually. Huh. Bill? Are you not a very good player? Pisser. So our Resto Shaman was actually shit. But the mythic Resto Shaman of the other guild had offered to help. And our shaman, Bill, had told him, go fuck yourself, mate. I know what's up with Resto Shaman. Yeah? Mate. Curtis and his officers were trying to take over the raid, like they usually do, and started being negative when the raid leaders of the other raid guild started to conflict with them. So a meeting was called mid-raid. It took the GMs and Rovik good days to actually contact Curtis because he said, fuck your meeting. I obviously wasn't allowed into the meeting no matter how hard I tried, but I got the gist of what the meeting was about from Rovik. The shaman, our shaman, poor old Bill, out. Yeah, Bill, it's gone. Curtis was given an official warning and the other guild had started to really, really dislike him. It only took one more trial raid to completely fuck the idea of the merge off. Nope, done, out. Curtis had randomly left the raid midway through after awkwardly trying to use emotes on Rovik, as she had him on ignore, for several minutes. I can't talk to her, she's got me on ignore. Time to start emoting at her. Point, 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 spit. Point, spit. Hugs, dance, dance, spit, spit, spit. Hugs. Yeah? Making contact. Worked it out. Several minutes after he had left, he announced in our guild chat that there was another event starting immediately. But there was no response in guild chat. The members of my guild started to leave one by one with no explanation, except 2 members who left because they gave up. They just given up on all this shit, and they had to raid 2 hours ahead anyway. I received a whisper from Rovik. Oh no, from Curtis. I received a whisper from Curtis saying that he was starting a new event in the middle of the raid of the trial raid of the new merger that was PvP, mate. Yeah? Fuck that PvE pussy garbage. Yeah? We're going PvP. Yeah? Mind blown. Idea for you. Merger? No. PvE? Pussies. Yeah? Gays. Yeah? Not doing it. Yeah, I'm gay. I'm a boyfriend. But still, it's gay. We're going PvP. Yeah? Now. Right fucking now. PvP, mate. Yeah? We're doing it. We're doing it. We're gonna go kill the Horde leaders. It's like everyone's leaving the guild. We're gonna go kill the Horde leaders. Come on. Come on, let's go. I replied to him saying, I don't like PvP. You know that. So, whatever. But he wouldn't let up. Because of this, Curtis was actually no longer welcome in any raid. And the rest of the raiders in our guild were still welcome to join the other guild, but not merge. You can join and fill in the spots, but you're not, no, just saying, merge and stuff, it's out. There was then a guild message added to our guild saying that no one was allowed back into the other raid because they had told Curtis that they didn't want any of us. But come the next raid of the other guild, we were all perfectly allowed to join. Bummer. One of the officers of our guild quickly joined and left the other guild's TeamSpeak. The GMs of the other guild were convinced that he was a spy. A couple of minutes later, we were being told off in our guild chat by Curtis's boyfriend, calling us traitors for joining the other raid. It's not PvP. You traitorous bastards. You should be PvPing, mate. Yeah? Why are you being such a pussy? You should be PvP, not raiding. I don't care if we've been a raid guild. We're PvP now. Curtis said so. And we're betraying the guild. A whole fucking shabazz started to break out in our guild chat. A complete shabazz. Now, it's safe to say at this point, me and Rovik were pretty close, actively flirting with each other, and making plans to spend an IRL weekend together. In the midst of all this bullshit, I'm going to dip the wick, just saying. When insults were starting to get thrown out about Rovik's mothering, I donned my white shield, pulled my white lance, donned my fedora, slapped on my heelys, and engaged in arguing and defense, yeah? Heelys on. The whole thing ended with me quitting the guild and changing to an entirely different server with Rovik, which for a month or so was a pretty good move. We made good friends. I met up with Rovik, and did the do and was happily rating some heroics. Yeah? About a week or two into mine and Rovic's relationship, I took the 2.5-hour drive up to sunny Manchester to spend the weekend in sin. 2.5 hours for a shag? Worth, yeah? If it's guaranteed, worth. But something had happened in her WhatsApp group message. Oh, in her WhatsApp group for the guild. Oh my god. You think it's bad when you get removed from fucking Facebook, yeah? But what's worse than that is being removed from a WhatsApp group. I mean, how is she supposed to go on? Being removed from a WhatsApp group. It's fucking harsh, bro. It's fucking harsh. It's real harsh. After a small meeting with the GM, she had been told that she was too flirty for raids. And all the Comrock jokes and the giggling was distracting us from progress. The pounding had come full circle. It was all revealed after the Sunday raid that someone in the guild had had it in for her. Neither of us had much sleep that weekend, so Sunday we were both tired, but Rovik didn't have the focus to raid. She left early. Not 10 minutes after a meeting was called between Zulpuls, and the raid was called off on account of an internal issue. It was brought to light that the guild's Resto Shaman had told the GMs that Rovik had whispered her and told the Resto Shaman that her healing was shit. Now knowing Rovik in the way I do, I know that the one thing she cares the least about is people's performance. But a decision was reached by the GMs pretty quickly. And because of the Shaman's old school stance in the guild and the flirtiness of Rovik's giggling, it was kicked. She was gone. No fair hearing. No judge, no jury, just executioner. There was no evidence about these whispers, but she was gone. As Rovik ended up getting kicked from the guild, I ended up getting the lowest ranks with fewer and fewer rights than the socials. So I donned my Heelys once again. I withdrew my sword from my cane and quit the guild to be with her. In this new realm with new possibilities, a heckload more people around the clock, Rovik and I have started our own guild. A couples guild. I'm so happy. We'll start a couples guild. This is where we're going. And I've started running guildies through normal Hellfire Citadel. Things are starting to go well, but we're taking it slow. And we're trying to enjoy the game without drama. Hey, thank you for reading my story. Hey, there's 100% chance of success with your current plan. I hope to hear from you in a year's time telling me of how that worked out for you. Let me know. Thank you for reading my story, Preacher. It's probably the only things that's worth sharing during my time in WoW. I know it wasn't that long. Oh, it was pretty long, dude. But the long version would have been a lot more boring, since it spans several months. Yay! Watches Preacher makes a couples guild with the intent of raiding without drama. Yeah? Great success. 100% says the chat. Ultra guaranteed. Can't fail. It was great success. To be continued in a year's time. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this week's Drama Time. We'll be back. There's no web show tomorrow. And on Monday, I'm balls deep in production of the Legacy video. So, thank you to absolutely everyone. There's a video coming out tonight, which will be on the Mistweaver Monk that corrupted yesterday, which was a bit of a pisser. And there's quite a nerdy WoW video coming out on Saturday. Quite a nerdy video. So, be prepared for that. But spoiler alert, I had so much fun with the Mistweaver Monk that it's a quite fun video, I think. Kind of fun. Alright, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to go be with my kids, finally, on this grand old holiday. I'll see you again. Be good. Bye-bye.